Hello, it is Monday, April 7th, 2025. I'm Chris Bremo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Monday crossword today, which means I'm going to be solving this quickly. It's a bit of a speed solve today, and it should be a reasonably approachable themed early week puzzle, so we'll see how that treats me. And this speedy edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Mike from Vermont, Dre, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They, of course, sustain this channel, keep this series going. Very grateful to them for that, so thanks to those four, and thanks to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. It really does keep this thing alive, so thank you for that. And if you'd like to join them, you could head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find the bonus videos there. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, the official Let's Check the Crosses Daily Solve mug. Thanks again to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. And thanks if you support the channel by subscribing on YouTube, which is, of course, also a way to help and support the channel. And finally, there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. All right, let's just get right on to today's crossword. I don't have very much time today, so it works out that this is a speedrun day. This is a collaborative construction by Jeffrey Leese and Jeff Chen, who have respectively constructed a small handful and quite an enormous handful of puzzles with New York Times. Jeff Chen, well over 150 New York Times crossword puzzles to his name. And it was edited, as always, by Will Shortz. I can see some shaded cells, so something thematic going on. I'll be curious to see if it becomes clear during the initial solve or if I just have to get it in retrospect, but we'll find out soon enough. Let's start solving. Insect that flies towards lights at night. Okay. Something liqueur. I wonder if that's a split answer. Choice. Oh, I don't know. Be loose-lipped. To blab. Play poker, roulette, says. To bet. Ash Ketchum, Pokemon protagonist. I can't believe I remember that. Captain's record book is a log. Spreadable cheese that's often baked. Baked brie. Non-poetry is prose. Intel chip whose name sounds like an element on the periodic table. Oh, something eum. Pentium. Another thing I'm amazed I remember. Wild card in a crazy card game. Crazy eights. Court summons. Not sure. Make a selection is to opt to do something well suited. It would be apt. From Nairobi, a G would be Kenyan. Having a benevolent goal in mind. I'm not sure. Invert is to upend. Yeah. Big name in nail polish. That's OPI. Mazda convertible. Mazda Miata is a model of car. Baseball score due to the team's defensive error. I'm not sure. Someone with an experienced advisor. A mentee to a mentor. 1960s TV's The Addams Family with 2 Ds. Actress Thurman is Uma Thurman. Sleep stage acronym is REM for rapid eye movement sleep. Oh, unearned something maybe, the baseball score? I don't know. Having a benevolent goal in mind. Well-intentioned? Yeah, okay. English county through which the Thames flows. Essex, which borders London here. Score that leads to overtime would be a tie. 'Tis but a scratch, says the Black Knight in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Gift is a present. Choice, to pick is a choice. Smidgen is an iota, just a small amount. Trevi Fountain Locale, that's a landmark in Rome. Time's a wastin', come on. School in the Thames, there's the Thames again, it's Eton. Court summons is something, anyone, I'm not sure. If I were you, goes a phrase. Umpire's call, in baseball, umpire might call safe. Church songbook is a hymnal. Liam Neeson of Love Actually. Off kilter is awry, maybe? I'm not sure if that's right. Blank look, I don't think it's right. Insect that flies toward lights at night. What is that? Don't know. Interpreter's job. Translation. Oh, a moth, of course. I was thinking of fireflies and such, or lightning bugs. Off kilter is, maybe it is awry. Little injury in baby talk is an owie. That was right. So malt liquor, there we go. Okay, so tennis anyone. I misspelled translation. Court summons, tennis anyone's. I see, you're summoning to the tennis court. So we have 10-1, 10-1 are in shaded cells. Reach by foot is to walk to a place. Rap god, rapper is Eminem, I guess. Okay, doctor's organization, the American Medical Association. Beamed with excitement, you lit up. Top left PC key would be escape on the keyboard. Machete is a knife. Long, long time is an eon. Instruments for John Coltrane and Sonny Rollins. Tenor saxophones? Wait. Yeah, okay. So interpreter's job is translating. Cry of surprise in a text is OMG. Right, okay. So I was confused about this, but no, it is definitely tenor saxophones. So this is also wrong. Unearned, I also simply misspelled. So we're continuing to spell 10-1. I should just put that in here. I forgot about that. That would have helped me with tenor saxophones. Interest rate unit would be a percent of an interest rate. Prince but not a princess would be a son. Zaniness is, I don't know. Pro's counterpart, pro-con. For or against. Mechanical memorization would be knowing things by rote. Some broadcasts updating current events would be NPR News, presumably, National Public Radio News. Peter O'Toole of Lawrence of Arabia in a brilliant performance. Big payout potential would be 10-1 odds, yeah. Baseball score, unearned run, maybe? Not sure. Treat with the right stuff, Oreo, double stuff Oreo. There we go, spelled S-T-U-F, the classic official snack cookie of the New York Times crossword. Item for exhibition is a demo, maybe, a demonstration unit. Bit of coal or sugar, a lump of coal or sugar. Soaks up like bread, soaping up sauce, could be sops up. And first son of Seth in Genesis is Enos. Okay, so there we go. Pert reply could be maybe a bit of sass, a bit of freshness. Football cries are olays. Gnaw on is to chew on. Organization concerned with protecting workers is OSHA, which is U.S. Occupational Safety Federal Agency. Zaniness, their antics. Castaway's home is an aisle. Nut for Thanksgiving pie is a pecan. Representative would be your agent. And a cry made by pointing, I'm not sure. Buddy is a pal. Oh, look. And then vehicle with a gun current is a tank. There we go. All right, so made that under just under 5 minutes, although I think a couple of these I need to finish off. Corporate bigwig is a CEO, chief executive officer, and an inflated sense of self-importance would be one's ego. And I think I was trying to look at the crosses. I think I largely, E.T. had missed this. E.T.'s vehicle is a UFO, so extraterrestrial's vehicle is an unidentified flying object. But I think for the most part, I hit the crosses. Yeah, so there we go. All right, that was the Monday crossword. And so what's this about? Oh, right, okay. So the big payout potential is 10-1 odds, and that's a hint to the words in the shaded squares and the clue numbers on which they begin. Right. I'm glad this was pointed out because sometimes I miss that kind of small detail, and sometimes they don't point it out. The constructors modestly don't always include all of the sort of nuances of their cleverness. But I'm glad they did in this case because we can see that 10 and 1, we have our 10-1 odds, so it's always 10-1 in that order, and they all start on odd-numbered clues. So here we have 19 and 21, 29 and 31, here we have 45 and 49, and 53 and 55. So there we go, a nice, simple theme for a reasonably approachable, gentle crossword, and those are both what we would expect on a Monday. So this was exactly what is ordered. And there we have it. That was the Monday crossword. And I'll be back tomorrow with the Tuesday edition. You might solve that one using, I can't remember if tomorrow's meant to be just the crosses or just the downs. Someone remind me which I did most frequently and therefore which opposite one I'm meant to do tomorrow. I can't remember. But in any case, it should be another reasonably approachable crossword, although they're more difficult when solved that way. I don't know. Join me and find out. But I will see you at that point. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.